All right, Shalom, I'm back. Wow, that's the second time that it's cut off on me. It's just interrupted my recording for nothing, no reason. You know what I'm saying? So I can see Satan really at work here, man. You know what I'm saying? This word is going out, and he trying to do his thing, man. But hey, if I have to do these in a couple of minute increments to get this lesson done, I'm gonna do it that way. But we're gonna keep it going. It's 2nd Ezra chapter 9, and starting at the top at verse 1. And it reads, He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And that's the times we're in, man. When the time of the visitation of the Lord, man, you know what I'm saying? He's visiting the world in which he made. And he answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself. And how do we do that? By way of the prophecies that are written in the scriptures, man, which is the spirit of Yahushai, man. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures tell us that Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy in Revelations, the 19th chapter. And it also tells us in Sirach, the 39th chapter, in verse 1, that we should be occupied in prophecy. And when you read in 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, in verse 1, it tells the Lord told Ezra to speak into the ears of his people the words of prophecy. So it's all about prophecy, man. You know what I'm saying? So we look at the prophecies that are written, and we look at the things happening in the earth, and we filter those things through the prophecies, man. You know what I'm saying? And we measure the time. That's how we know what's going on, man. It says, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, which we're seeing those things, we're seeing things come to pass, you know. It says, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So we're in the times of the visitation, or the punishments. When you go into that word visit, the punishments of the Lord, man. You know, he's visiting the world which he made, man. Verse 3, it says, therefore, when there shall be seen up earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning, man, you know. And how does he speak? Through the mouth of the holy prophets. And that's exactly what's been going on, man. He spoke of these things from the days before. And we're seeing all of these things, the earthquakes, the uproars of the people, all these things are happening. So prophecy is happening. And let me get this real quick, because the Lord said he spoke to us before, man, you know, by the mouth of his holy prophets, man. And those things are still happening in these times, man. You know, no new thing under the sun, you know. So we'll get that real quick in Jeremiah. It's Jeremiah chapter 28 in verse 8. And it reads, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. And that's exactly what we're doing. We come in this same stead. You know, we're prophesying against countries, against great kingdoms, you know, like, you know, so-called America is supposed to be a great kingdom. You know what I'm saying? We're prophesying against this place right now as we speak. That's what this video is about. You know what I'm saying? America, man. So, you know, against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence, which all these things we prophesy against. You know, war is at hand right now. We're on a cusp of World War III, which World War III is really already started. There's just levels to war, you know, and, you know, of evil, you know, that evil day is upon us. You know, we're in perilous times. You know, we do countless lessons on these things, pestilences. You know, right now there's some kind of pneumonia going around, you know, and all these different things, you know, going on over there in China that's hit the shores of America now. And there's a shutdown that's being prepared right here in America as we speak, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, so all of these things are prophecies, and these are the things that are being spoken by the mouth of the prophets, man. You know, from the times before us and even now, man. You know, the prophets are still speaking, you know, because the prophets are subject to the prophets, man, you know, and they're back today and they're speaking in these times. War, evils, pestilence. You know what I'm saying? All of these things are being prophesied, which Yahushai prophesied the same thing when you read in Matthew, the 24th chapter. And I'm going to get to the point. It's Matthew 24 and verse 6. And it says, and ye shall hear of wars and of rumors of wars. Red letters, Yahushua speaking. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So, you know, he said, and ye shall hear of wars and of rumors of wars. But that's going on right now as we speak, man. You know what I'm saying? And everything that's happening over there in the land, in the east. You know what I'm saying? With those Israelis and Hamas and all that crap going on over there, man. You know, all those people over there fighting over land that doesn't belong to any of them. You know what I'm saying? All of these things are part of the wars, the rumors of wars, and all the buildup into the actual war, man. You know, World War III, Armageddon, Armageddon in the Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? Which is going to happen. Which, again, these things are going to take place, and these things are going to hit the shores of America, man. You know? So it says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. Why is that? Let's get it real quick. You know, this is Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6. And it reads, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. That's why, you know, we got the knowledge and the wisdom of the Lord, man, which is the stability of thy time. That's going to keep us stable in the coming times when all this crap is happening, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be stable because we have the understanding that these things must needs be. They have to happen. It's part of the story. You know what I'm saying? Which is going to be the strength of salvation. That's going to get you through to be able to get, Lord willing, on a chariot, man. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. If you have that fear of the Lord, you know, you have the treasure of the Lord. That's the treasure. There's nothing more valuable than the fear of the Lord, because it's going to bring you the wisdom and the knowledge that's going to keep you stable. That's going to get you to salvation. That's why it's so important. So when we go back to Matthew, the 24th chapter, that's why Yahushua said that, man. You know, Matthew 24 and 6, and ye shall hear of wars and of rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. Yeah, they have to happen, man. So if you know these things have to happen as part of the story, we can't get to the next phase of things until we go through this, then you understand that. So that's going to keep you stable, man. That's the stability that the knowledge and wisdom brings, man. You know, which comes through the fear of the Lord, which is your treasure, man. That's going to bring you that knowledge and wisdom. You know what I'm saying? It's for you to understand these things and not bug out and panic like the rest of these people are going to be doing, man. Running around like chickens with their heads cut off, man. You know, these are the things that are coming. So it says, for all these things must come to pass. Yeah, they must needs be. But the end is not yet, because there's still things that have to play out, man. Verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. There it is. You're going to have these race wars and riots and things going on in the earth. You're going to have, and ultimately, you're going to have the kingdom against kingdom, which is World War III, man. You know, Armageddon. And there, which is that final war to end all wars. Because after that, it's not going to be any more war in the earth, man. You know, because the kingdom of heaven is going to be established, and then there's going to be peace on earth, man. That's when the true peace is going to come, especially for the nation of Israel, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It says, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. We read about those earthquakes and uproars in 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter. We read it in Jeremiah 28 and 8 of those wars and evils and pestilences. So all of these things are being prophesied, you know, through the mouth of the holy prophets, man. You know what I'm saying? And Yahushua was a prophet as well, man, you know. So, and he was prophesying, man. Because all of these things he was speaking are coming to pass, man. He's the spirit of prophecy. Which makes him a prophet, man. Come on. It says, all these are the beginning of sorrows. So these are the beginnings of sorrows, which reminds me of let's get 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter real quick. You know, we're about to bring this lesson to a close, you know, because these things are coming, man. You know, America is finished. Her cherry is about to get popped, man. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, and I'll start at verse 17. The point is in verse 18. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? And this is the prophet Ezra saying, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The days that he's talking about is now, man. You know, so the vision that the Lord gave Ezra in that time of these days, Ezra said, woe is me, who would deliver me in those days? Proving Ezra is here in these times, in these days, man. Proving also reincarnation, which I did a lesson yesterday going into that. You know what I'm saying? These type scriptures prove reincarnation, man. But moving on, it says, so it's going to be pretty bad for Ezra to say, woe is me. Ezra is a man of the Lord. He's part of the elect. but he was saying, war is me, war is me. You know what I'm saying? Who would deliver me in those days? So he saw himself in some pretty terrible times, man. You have to wrap your mind around these scriptures, man, and put yourself in it. You got to visualize it. Visualize it. You have to see it, man. You know what I'm saying? It has to be pretty bad for him to be, war is me, who would deliver me in those days? What he saw terrified him, scared the hell out of him, man, which we're coming into some very scary, perilous, evil times, man. You know what I'm saying? The evil day is upon us, and America, that's going to be right here. It's going to touch the shores of America, man. America has been safe and sheltered from these things for a period of time, because prophecy had to be fulfilled. Esau, this situation has been a golden cup in the hand of the Lord. Everything worked for this nigga. He got a countless protection and everything just worked. But now we're at the end. You know what I'm saying? Scripture speak of that. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning. So for us, this is beautiful. For him, it's terrible because his beginning is about to be slavery for 1,000 years, a long 1,000 years too. So, hey, it's the beginning for him is about to be terrible because it's going to be our beginning, a new heaven and new earth, man, which is a new beginning. So, but the end of this for us is beautiful. It's terrible for him, man. But it says, verse 6, 2 Ezra 16 and 18, the beginning of sorrows, which we just read in Matthew 24, and great mournings, the beginning of famines. Wow, the brother's going hard. Salakia. It says the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? And this is Ezra's, you know what I'm saying? But hey, we know what we're going to do. We're going to trust in the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have total faith and trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua in the coming time. But it says the beginning of sorrows and great mournings. So it's going to be terrible out here. People finna be mourning and crying and screaming, running around, trying to survive, man. Everybody is about to go in survival mode. The beginning of famine, no food out here. We already read of the pestilences and the famine and all the terrible things that are coming, and great death, man. A lot of people going to be getting put to death, man. You're going to see a lot of death. That's what's coming, man. Oh my God. The beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, man. Yeah, these devils, because they know that they have but a short time. They know they're at the end of their reign, man. They know it's over for them. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come, man? You know what I'm saying? So the beginning of evils, man. The evil day is upon us. Pestilence and earthquakes and famines and all this stuff is upon us, man. That we're in perilous times, man. But these things are going to touch the shores of America, man. Verse 19, it says, behold, famine and plague and tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment, man. Those that ass whooping for correction, man, to correct the situation. The Lord is going to give an ass whooping by way of famine, plague, tribulation, and anguish to correct everything that's been wrong, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what that scripture is telling you, So the Lord is about to touch this place in ways that's never happened, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say on levels that has never happened. Let me put it to you like that, because the Lord always, there's been famines and plagues and, those things have happened, but it's going to happen on a level that has never happened, of biblical proportions, like, these people say, man. So these are the things that are coming, and it's about to touch America, man. These things are coming to the shores of America. So, hey, man, wrap your mind around that. And, hey, stay prayed up. You know what I'm saying? Get that faith up. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, real quick, let me just get one more, and then I was about to end it, but we'll get one more. Let me get Ephesians. Let me get Ephesians real quick. We'll end it on Ephesians, the 6th chapter. My Bible ever comes up. My brother's going hard. This is Ephesians chapter 6. And I'm going to read, I'll start at verse 11. This is Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 11. It says, put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Yeah, this dude is about to come down having great wrath because he know that he had but a short time, pursuant to Revelation the 12th chapter and verse 12, man. So put on the whole armor. You know what I'm saying? We got the names. We know the names. You know what I'm saying? Get that faith up. You know what I'm saying? You got to pray, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to go into the whole armor of the Lord, man. It says, verse 12, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. Those principalities are these demons, man, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places, man. You know what I'm saying? So we're battling a spiritual battle here. Verse 13, it says, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day. That evil day, that's what I've been going into. We're in perilous times. The evil day is upon us. And having done all to stand, stand therefore having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness. There you go. And your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Yeah, this knowledge that we have, this truth, which is going to keep you stable in the coming times, man. Above all, taking the shield of faith. There it is. Above all. So all them other things, yeah, definitely you need all of that. But above that, you need the shield of faith. That faith is important, which the elder Arya Nazar here in Dallas, in the GMS Dallas camp, pushes faith heavily, man. You know what I'm saying? Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, man. And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High. This knowledge is very important, man. Man, we're blessed to have this knowledge, man. That's the sword of the Spirit. Praying always. Prayer is very important. Apostle Rakar pushes that, man. He pushes that. Pray, man. Pray. The scriptures say pray without ceasing. So praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all preservation and supplication for all saints. And the saints represent the Israelites, but starting with the elect, the 1/3 in these times. So there it is, man. Put on the whole armor, man. That way, and again, this knowledge is key because it's going to keep you stable in the coming times. So with that, hopefully this was edifying. With that, giving all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Muharakah Kadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect, the house of David, the Bayath, Shal Dawadah, Shalom.